After finding what I had 5 years ago, the chance of making it over a year was very slim.
I'm very surprised you're still alive today.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that.
So I had a PET scan done last week. I got the results and I had to wait to talk to my oncologist to verify everything. And I did that yesterday while getting ready for my 75th round of chemo. So want to kind of go over them with you for anybody that cares. I've been doing this cancer battle for just like a couple days longer than 5 years. This is my 75th round of chemo. I started off, I had stage 4 colon cancer with innumerable mets to the liver, meaning too many to count. I had so much tumor, 85% of my liver was covered in tumors. Now to compare that to where I am right now, after all this chemo, after multiple abdominal surgeries, multiple liver ablations and everything, the amount of cancer that I have in my body is minuscule. I have one tumor on my adrenal gland. My liver, after the last 6 months from my last ablation, has remained clear. And I am so excited about that because my liver has been my hard spot. It was the one thing they said, your liver's never gonna come clear. It's never gonna get taken care of. It's always gonna be a thing. There's always gonna be these seeds that pop up. And over the last several months, I've been on a lower chemo dose because of travel into the holidays. And I've been only on a panitumumab. I haven't had a first line FOLFOX or FOLFIRI for several months. The last time I did that, I had growth in my liver. I had spots pop up that weren't there before. I had things that were questionable, got brighter. This PET scan showed my liver is still completely clear. And that alone is the biggest win I could have ever hoped for. Because like I said, when I got started, my liver was 85% covered. Like, here's a screenshot of what my very first PET scan looked like. All of that yellow, that's all the cancer. Like, it was terrible. And I was basically told, if you didn't catch this now, if you don't do something about this, you're not gonna make it a year. Your liver's gonna shut down, you're going to be done. So the liver is something that I have been focusing on for the past 5 years. It took me 4 years just to have my primary tumor removed. It's a whole nother story. But most of the time we were focused on keeping the liver under control. And it looks like we've got there. We finally got to the point where the liver's under control. Now, the one tumor that I have in my body is a 2.2 centimeter tumor that has popped up on my adrenal gland. This popped up all the way back in July of last year before I had my last ablation. And it showed that in November, it said it had resolved itself. And now it's back again, which means it didn't fully go away before. And over that little bit of time over the last couple of months, that spot had enough strength to kind of come back to life. So what we're doing is we're going to do several more rounds of chemo. Then we're going to scan again and see if the chemo has taken care of it again. But more than likely what I'm going to have done is I'm going to have that adrenal gland radiated or surgically removed or ablated. Because even like my oncologist says, and I've talked about before, having things surgically removed is always going to be a little bit better than the chemo. In fact, I think it's going to be a lot better. If you can have that shit cut out, like, you're going to get a lot further than just relying on the chemo alone. So the future for what I'm doing now, basically, I'm back on FOLFIRI with panitumumab for several more rounds. We're going to scan again. We're going to watch my CEA levels because since November until now, my CEA went from about 12 to 16 to 28. And right now, yesterday, it's back down to 24, which means I'm coming back down now again. And we're just going to monitor that. We think that that adrenal gland is the one that's doing that to my system right now. So that's where I'm at. I am extremely excited, and one of the things that my oncologist said to me is, I was telling him about, where I've come with how my liver was, and barely not making a year, and he cut me off and he said, I'm surprised you're still alive right now. And as much as that sounds grim, that was some of the best things you could ever have an oncologist tell you, is the fact that what we've been doing is working. Your persistence, the taking care of everything, the fact that you're still here right now is mind-blowing to him and to some of his colleagues. And I have to take the wins, even though I still have cancer, and I know I'm still gonna have to deal with this for quite a bit longer with, chemos and surgeries, ablations, things like that. The possibility of something else popping up here and there. To be where I'm at right now, I'm thankful for everything. I really have no complaints. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to follow this video up right here in a few minutes with my meeting with my oncologist. I took the chunks out, I recorded the thing, obviously not him on camera, but I recorded it so that you can hear kind of how I talked to him, some of the things we talked about, and all the stuff that we went over. The adrenal gland. There was a retroperitoneal lymph node that had a very little bit of a glow above baseline, but we think that's just because I did it so close to my chemo, and that's in the retroperitoneal. That's where your everything flushes from your your liver and your kidneys and all that stuff. It kind of flushes through those lymph nodes. Very good chance that was just inflammation. We're going to keep an eye on that too, but we're not worried about that. But the part where he said, liver being clear is a win, and where he said that he's surprised I'm still alive. So if you want to watch further from here on out, is about 5 or 6 minutes of that, and enjoy. Love to know what you think, but keep fucking going. Remember, you're stronger, you're more resilient, you can handle a hell of a lot.